Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jazz. Hope you've had a great day. It's probably not too early and it's probably not going to be that much later when you see this. I just wanted to make a quick little video and I wanted to talk about why I stopped wearing makeup and why I never wear makeup anymore, like at all. Like I literally do not own anything except for a liquid eyeliner and that's literally it. And I don't know about you, but like I'm not gonna wear liquid eyeliner by itself, and even regardless, like anything on my face just doesn't feel natural anymore. So I just want to make a little disclaimer before I start. I am not in any way trying to demean people who wear makeup. I'm not trying to, put that in a bad light whatsoever, because makeup is so beautiful. It's definitely an art, and I totally understand why people love to do it and they love playing around with it. They love everything to do with makeup. Some people are really into it and some people aren't. I used to be super into it. I mean, not like crazy into it, but I would always make sure, my wings were on fucking point. Sometimes I wouldn't be, but like I'd still be bringing the motherfucking wings so I could fly out any bullshit situation I got into, because apparently that's what I was signing up for when I was doing my makeup that morning. Every morning for I don't even know how many years. Seriously, like wings were my thing. Mascara, concealer, bronzer, whatever. And I just want to say that I'm just talking about my own personal experience and how I feel. And in no way do I look down upon others who wear makeup or say, oh, you shouldn't wear makeup, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm just sharing my reasons as to why I stopped and how it has really helped benefit me, surprisingly. Now, I just want to hop back to when I was about 15 years old, quick time, because this will always be in my head and I'll never forget it. I remember that I think I was taking off my makeup and I just had these not red. Yeah, they were pretty freaking red. They were like this very pinkish red, tired looking circles right under my eyes, because I would always put concealer, always, and it was just like, for what? Like to make it look a little lighter, to make it look smoother. Like I never had really bad acne, you know what I mean? Like I never really had that bad of acne until I started smoking cigarettes, so I really don't know what I was covering up in the first place, but for some reason I thought I did. I remember when me and my girlfriend once were getting ready to go out, she's like, oh, come on, we should only just wear foundation, like I won't wear mascara if you don't. I was like, oh my god, bet you crazy. Like, what? Oh my god. And anyways, so back to this time when I was in my room, and I just remember looking in the mirror and thinking, like, I'm 15 years old and I look so worn out. I was sad that I thought, you know what, I'm gonna have to do this for the rest of my life. Like I'm gonna have to wear this every day for the rest of my life. Like as much as I really did love makeup, I didn't love feeling like that about it. And I wouldn't say that I had a crazy obsessive like thing with makeup, but I mean, when I was in high school, going to the bathroom like so many times just to like check what I looked like and like make sure like no girls were in there so I could do my mascara, blah blah blah. And even though I'd have mascara on, and even though it really didn't look any different, for some reason just putting that extra several layers on like throughout the day made me more confident for some reason. I don't really know. Honestly, I can't really grasp how I felt back then because it's just so old to me, I feel. And yeah, I just remember thinking, holy shit, I'm never going to be able to rock my natural skin and be okay with it or feel beautiful, like I didn't ever want to like go out in public if I didn't have makeup on. Like if I was not ready, hair, makeup, everything, like fuck that. Like I was like, I'm not going out, there's no way, I'm not letting people see me like this. And it was just like, what? That's so not cool to say, hey, natural self, you can't go outside, you can't do this and that, you can't go to social events unless you put on makeup. Like, that's not okay. I think that makeup is a beautiful thing. Again, it's art. But if you're using it to that extent to like cover up so many insecurities, I'm not saying that you shouldn't lean towards makeup to do that, but you should dig deeper and think like, why do you feel like that? Like is it the pressure you allow society to put on you? Is it the pressure you allow yourself to put on you? Like you should ask yourself. You should ask yourself that, because at the end of the day, if you can't really face your natural self with love, it's like you're denying experiencing part of life because you're just kind of caught in that, oh, okay, I have to look this way, I'm not going to look any other way. And I know this doesn't go for everyone, but I'm just speaking from personal experience because I know that I used to feel like that. And I never, okay, you know what, this is how it all started, and it's funny because I never thought I would do it at the time. So my really good friend in Hawaii that I stayed with last time, he was like, Chaz, you should totally ditch the makeup, you know, because he knew I wanted to be healthy, he knew I wanted to be skinny, like long, luscious hair, you know, like nice, clear skin. And you're not gonna get clear skin if you're constantly covering up your face and clogging your pores. Like, it's not gonna happen. I mean, hey, some people are just blessed with really nice skin, and you know what, like, praise God for you guys because you're lucky. But at the same time, everything happened for a reason. I'm really happy it happened this way because now I realize how much I love my natural self and me in my natural state. So my friend was like, you should totally ditch the makeup, Jazz. Like, fuck it, just ditch it. And I was like, boy, are you crazy? Like, in my head, I think I laughed. I was like, huh. In my head, I'm like, yeah, you're fucking right I am. Like, no way. And I didn't stop wearing makeup when I went home. I actually went home. I started smoking cigarettes again. I was vegan, but I did not know that cigarettes were not vegan, okay? Just a little, put that out there. I did not know they were tested on animals at that time. Once I found out, I was like, fuck that. So anyways, I don't know what happened, but I know that I got a new job and I started biking to work again, but it was still in Barrie, and this is when I lived in Alcona, and I was biking, and for anyone who has ever biked that, it's almost like an hour and a half, 2 hours. When I would bike, I mean, it would be hot because it was like the end of summer, midsummer, so I was just like, what the fuck is the point, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna sweat it all off by the time that I get there. I don't want to do that, so I just wouldn't wear makeup. And because I'd be biking all the time, it just became a habit where I just wasn't wearing it. And then I was like, okay, you know, like totally, but then the days where I would go out, like go to Toronto or go to a show and stuff like that, I'd put on makeup, and take into consideration that I wasn't wearing makeup for a majority of the time for about like maybe a month, 2 months at this point, not consciously having that intention not to wear makeup, but just because, ooh, nice. But just because it just wasn't working with my schedule, you know, not schedule, but like lifestyle, you know what I mean? To go, like, what, touch up after work or like bike the way that, I remember I would bike sometimes and have foundation on, it would just be so fucking gross, like, no. So then I realized once I started wearing makeup again, like those odd times, I was like, ah, it's like, this actually feels like shit. Like, I felt like I had clumps all on my eyelashes, like my eyelashes were looking on fleek, but it just felt like paint over them, and it was so heavy. And like, especially when I used to smoke a lot of weed and I would get high while I had makeup on, I was just like, oh my god, like I couldn't even, because my makeup felt so heavy and my eyes were so like blue that I was just like, what? It was just not a good feeling. And then coming home after the show, oh, this was backwards. It's been backwards the whole time. All right. But yeah, and then when I would come back from the show, it would be pretty late, you know, and it's always, always, always so important to take your makeup off at night. Like, you know how fucking disgusting it feels, girl, the next morning. Like, all girls can relate to that, or anyone who does wear makeup. So I was just getting to the point where I'm like, oh my god, I actually hate this. And then every time I was looking in the mirror, I was like loving myself more and more without makeup, because when I put it on, I didn't feel like myself anymore. I was like, that's not me. I was like, that doesn't feel like me. Like, first of all, the effort, I'm not putting it in. The money, hell no. I would rather put that towards like fruit or potatoes or some, you know, things like that. And yeah, it just got to the point where I was just like, you know what, fuck this. I like myself better without makeup. Ditched all the makeup. I don't know where any of my mascara is. I think I have some at my old house, but like, it's like old as fuck and I haven't used it in so long. And I started going to shows now without any makeup, and I feel so confident in my being, you know what I mean? And it's so good to feel confident in the skin you're in. You know, again, not dissing makeup, but learn to love yourself without it as well. You know, have those days where you're just rocking that messy bun or, you know, crazy hair or whatever, and you got like no makeup on, and like, know that you are a rockin' bitch and you slay, like you a queen, okay? Like, rock that shit. Rock it, because loving our natural self is so important. Because if we don't, then we're just wanting to look like that prettied up self and we feel all good then, but then as soon as we take it off, we're like bleh. And you know, that's not okay. So yeah, that was just my little why I don't wear makeup, and I don't know, I'm saving a hell of a lot of money and my skin is loving me lately. Oh, and yeah, so Hopefully that was nice and short. That's just my reason why I don't wear makeup. Again, if you wear makeup, that's totally fine. But also give your skin time to breathe. You know, give your skin that time to breathe in. Okay, and my camera just randomly stopped recording, so that's probably it saying, Jasmine, just stop talking. Okay, I'm planning on making quite a few videos today, so stay tuned. I'll catch you guys in the next video.